This one is actually another perfect example of it's just a prank and then the prank. Am I the asshole for playing a bit of a prank on a new veterinary assistant? I work at a sort of combination veterinary/wildlife rehab center, and we hired a new assistant last week. On her second day, we had a dog come in whose anal glands we had to express, one of the least pleasant parts of the job. I trained her on how to do it and also said it's also important that you hold your face right behind so you can see what you're doing better, mimicking the posture. Not true, of course. No one does that. It can spray further than people think. So she gave it a try and got the hang of it real fast, and then got sprayed in the face with the anal gland secretions more so than I expected. I laughed and was about to offer her a towel to clean off and say, "Welcome to the gross world of this profession," or something, but she took it worse than I thought, gagging a lot and then running out of the room to the toilet across the hall, and from the sounds of it, throwing up. She was very mad and stormed out afterwards. Apparently, she reported me, and my manager and even coworkers all seemed to be on her side about how horrible it is. I got 2 days of unpaid leave, and apparently there was talk of me having to help with skunk rehab without protective gear on for a couple of days if I want to keep working there at all, which seems totally disproportionate. That's not at all the same and won't wash off. I didn't think it was that bad of a prank because these sorts of gross incidents are a part of the job and you have to get used to gross things, but I could see how it was a bit rough for a second day though. But is it really the monstrous act that she seemed to think it was? Am I the asshole?
Whoa.
Are you an idiot?
Yeah.
They chose for bodily fluids of an animal to be shot into someone's face.
I know. See, if I'm okay. I like a work prank here and there.
Okay.
I feel like I've seen some funny things go on at my place of work, but I also don't want to say anything because I don't want to get people in trouble or get fired. Not that I've done anything that's like questionable. I haven't actually been part of any pranks at all, to be honest, but I've heard about them.
You've heard about them?
Yeah. And they're just like funny things. Like we will like make up a patient like coming to our floor, and then like it's usually on night shift because there's like a lot more like downtime. We'll just like pretend that there's like a crazy case coming to us, and then one of the other nurses will like, I don't know, dress up, or like someone put like socks on their hands. They were like, oh, this patient, like they have to wear socks on their hands for like some crazy condition. Like it's just funny if it's harmless.
But then they figure out that none of this actually exists and you don't have to do anything.
Yes.
Like 2 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it makes the shift go by faster. It bonds you guys. You're all laughing. Like it's fun. I appreciate that type of a thing every now and then. But I literally, bare minimum, would have been like, put on a pair of goggles. You always have to wear goggles.
Yes, and a mask.
And like put on, it's required for the anal gland expressing that you have to wear this. And then I'd be like, yeah, bend down. And then they'd get shot, but they'd also be protected. But also, like, that's gross.
So do you think it's not that bad if the person was wearing protective gear?
Yeah, but also because of my line of work, I get stuff on me a lot. So I don't really react the way many people might react.
So you're more in the mindset of OP where they're like, you're going to experience this anyway, so you might as well get to know it now. But, like, they did it in the worst way possible.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, like my coworkers have like done like light pranks, but it's never involving like an actual patient, and it's also never involving like bodily fluids or like dirty things.
It's more just like telling them a lie, and then 2 minutes later you're like, just kidding, none of that exists.
Yeah, like so I can't really like imagine actually getting like something on my face like that. So it probably is really, really bad to experience.
I think it's horrible.
Yeah.
As someone who's not in the medical field at all, I'm like, to have a bodily function.
Yes.
From any animal, like even a human, but a dog, like spray you in the face.
That's gross.
I think that is dangerous. Is that not dangerous? Like, what if that got in someone's eye? Like, could that make them sick?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know like infections and microorganisms that are more common in animals.
Yeah.
But I do know with humans, like there's the hepatitis viruses that exist in bodily fluids. There's different types of risks that come with being exposed. That's why I said, like, bare minimum, they really should have put on some protection and then did the prank.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like just a jump scare, but then you can just throw away the goggles and the mask.
And then you're like, that's why you have to wear the mask.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I still think that would be shitty and like an asshole thing, but I would
literally
get it if they were literally. I would get it if they were trying to be like, that's why you have to wear it, even if you don't feel like putting it on or like something like that. But
it's still rough
for this person to be like, I think the new assistant should have to be shot in the face with anal secretions of a dog, and that's funny. Like, that's gonna teach them like how the job goes.
Right.
I think there's a different way.
It feels more like hazing than like a light prank.
But hazing in a cruel way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is like the opposite of a harmless joke.
Right.
I think this could cause a lot of harm.
It did
because it made the person sick.
Throw up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is so bad. I think that if I was like the manager, I would actually debate like letting that person go.
Okay.
I don't know. Or they just would really have to, I guess after one strike, that's like hard to do. Like just fire someone after one thing. Well, I guess if it's bad enough. I don't know. I guess I don't understand all of the severities of it. Because it's like, does this actually happen all the time? Like, do vet techs and veterinarians that have to do this job, like, does this happen to them relatively often? Or is this like a once in a blue moon thing that like, if it happens, it's not going to kill you, but it's not pleasant? Like, I don't know.
I follow a groomer on TikTok, of course. And she expresses anal glands, and she provides like education on it.
Wow.
And as far as I know, it's common.
Okay.
For small dogs, I think.
For them to get it on their face, though?
But no, I don't think that she is ever putting herself in a position where she could get touched by it.
Yeah.
But I also, I don't know. Like, if it hits your skin, I don't think it's that big of a risk. It has to be like an opening somewhere on you. Where
like your mouth or eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mucous membrane.
Yes.
Yeah. Or like an open cut could be dangerous.
Yeah. Maybe to me this sounds worse because I don't work in any sort of science field.
Yeah.
And I have no idea about this. And to me, like, any kind of bodily fluid is like terrifying and gross. But maybe to a vet tech, they're like, it's literally part of the job. You know, you just do it, wash up, and do it again for the next patient. Okay. It's interesting to hear your perspective on it. Because I don't. Like, it seems like you don't think this is the worst possible thing that someone could do.
Yeah, but I also don't want to sound like an asshole.
Yeah, like you're not out here doing it.
Yeah.
But maybe this wouldn't warrant them getting fired, like, immediately.
Yeah. My initial gut reaction was that the reporting and everything was like going overboard.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
But now that we've talked about it and that there's like a higher risk at what happened, like now I'm like, okay, that was crossing the line.
That's so interesting as a nurse. Okay.
I just like wasn't super grossed out by it. So I was like, yeah, it happens. It's a prank.
Wow. Okay.
But now I'm like, in the face, that's unsafe and not smart. And mean a first day type of or second day thing. Like they're not used to it. They're easily grossed out by it. They haven't, built up their tolerance of this stuff yet. So that stinks.
If someone did that to me and they were going to be my coworker, I don't think I'd ever forgive someone for that. I think it's so bad. Yeah. At least for me. Like, that would be one of the worst things that someone could do to me in that job.
Yeah.
I'd be furious. I think they're such an asshole.
I don't know how I feel. I think they are an asshole. I feel like I went back and forth a lot in this discussion.
I'm just maybe like thinking it's way worse than it is. And I don't know. I think it's bad.
Yeah.
The top comment. Yes, the asshole. The overall vote was yes. Yes, gross incidents are part of the job. What shouldn't be a part of the job, however, are gross coworkers and superiors who bully you on the job, making sure that you get sprayed in the face with anal gland secretions just for laughs. The gross world of this profession very much aren't the anal gland expressions, but people like you. Shit. Be ashamed of yourself. Shit. Yes, the asshole hazing is at best inappropriate and unprofessional. Mm-hmm. So true.
Yeah, like I think they said that well. Like, it's part of the job, the exposure to these fluids. You're gonna encounter that a lot. I think that's why in my mind I was like, oh, whatever, because it sounds like just another day on the job expressing anal glands. Not that I work with animals, but it seems to be a common thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a form of bullying and like hazing that you got shot right in the face and a coworker knowingly put you in that position.
I know.
Yeah, that's inappropriate.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I would not do well. I'm so happy that creative fields exist and I don't have to work in medicine.
Yeah.
And I have respect for people in medicine. Other than that, OP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get out of here.